We are heading into week 2 of the NFL season, and that means you have some questions regarding who to start and who to sit. And that's what we're here for today on this beautiful Wednesday, September 10th, 2025. We are going to be talking about two specific players at each position, and we're going to have a showdown as who to start and who to sit with my co host, my buddy, my boss, Justin Barley. So let's get started, Justin.
You're watching the Start Sit Showdown only on Fantasy Now Plus.
What's going on?
That's right, man. We're here for the showdown, my favorite show of the week, because I get a little brash. I could say some things I normally don't say, and you can't hold me accountable for it because this is our debate show. This is our Skip Bayless versus Shannon Sharp, or Woody. Back in my day, it was Woody Page. Back in my day. But what's going on, everyone in the chat? We will get to everyone's questions off the rip pretty soon here. But first, I do have to be a nice host and welcome my boss in today. What's going on, Justin?
I didn't realize Bobby was here today, but what's up? God, we got lots of questions already. People want to know the answers. So, no, I'm doing good. Just, working on some things. Working on a Start Sit article that'll come out tomorrow. And if you are not subscribed to our newsletter, you should be subscribed to our newsletter. You can do that at fantasynowplus.com. We're sending out at least one, maybe two articles a week. One to help you with waiver wire suggestions, and then one for the Start Sit suggestions as well. So don't miss out on any of the content.
Yes, and Cap is watching Matthew Berry and us at the same time. How dare Matthew counter program us? How dare him? Like he knows we're live at noon every Wednesday. We've been doing it for a very long time. How dare Matthew? He's like the WWE and we're the AEW over here. I feel attacked. But speaking of that, let's get some of these questions answered before we go into our stick, because I feel like we have a bunch off the rip, Justin.
Yeah,
so is there anything you want to highlight?
Do we even need to have our own start? We'll just answer questions all day. Okay, so first one, I'm gonna go all the way to the top. Jennings, Butte, Fannin, or Robinson in the flex. I'm assuming that's Brian Robinson in the flex. Is there another Robinson? I don't think so. Or Bijan? I don't think it's gonna be Bijan in your flex, Cap. I'm assuming this is Brian Robinson.
So he only needs one
flex.
And
Wandale Robinson. Wandale Robinson. There we go. See, there's too many Robinsons.
That changes everything. What's going on, Craig? Man, I'm going to leave this to you because I don't like any of these positions, and I mean that in a nice way, as in these all suck, and I'm sorry, but they all had but most of them, Butte and Fan, they had very good week ones where you're like, okay. So with that being said, I'm just going to leave this one to you, Justin.
I'm going with Butte. Reason being, Jennings, I don't know about the injury. I mean, he's been having some weird stuff. Brock Purdy might be missing this week. George Kittle's there, but Ricky Pearsall is the guy there now. And he's the receiving option. CNC is also a good receiving option. I'm not confident in Jennings yet. Fannin had a great week. Out targeted David Njoku in less snap percentage, but out targeted him. He is like one of the top waiver claims this week. And Wandale Robinson, I don't know about that Giants offense. Like, that Giants offense just is not moving. And I see you asking about Calvin Austin III also. Again, a lot of his points came from scoring a touchdown. He wouldn't have nearly as many points if he didn't score that touchdown. Butte, really, I think that's how I don't even know how you pronounce that name. The receiver from New England, he seems to be doing pretty well. He is another top waiver option. I got a lot of questions about Fannin and him yesterday. I'm going him because they are playing the Miami Dolphins.
Speaking of the Miami Dolphins, we are brought to you by the Fins Talk Sports Network. If you're a huge Miami Dolphins fan and you're watching right now on Fantasy Now Plus, go over there and subscribe, man. Huge Dolphin fan base, great guys over there, great people, great information. So I appreciate the Fins Talk Sports Network for having us this year and hopefully from years to come. So Yes, play all the people going against Miami this week. There's an interesting one up here. Golden or was it Golden or Keon Coleman, full PPR from
Oh, I missed that one.
Untame, which it's a cool name.
Ooh,
So I'll take this one. I'll take this one.
Yeah.
It looks so Thursday night football. I always avoid, unless it's week 1 because they're all rested. I don't like playing Thursday night players because of the issue of it's a boring game. Players aren't rested well, and you got to think Jaden Reed is not fully recovered from. I mean, he's never going to be fully recovered all season because of that injury to this foot. But now he has less rest on that foot. So Matthew Golden should see more. You would think should see more opportunity with Jaden Reed maybe sitting more plays. That being said, when it's a situation as wide receiver, whatever, wide receiver B, wide receiver A, give me the wide receiver on the better offense that's going to score 40 points. That's not going to rely on Josh Jacobs to run the ball down the field every single play on a Thursday night. Give me Keon Coleman, who's going to targets from Josh Allen, where they don't really have an alpha there. And I don't think they will have an alpha. I don't think Keon Coleman is an alpha. Let me say that. I don't think he is. But I think he's going to get more opportunities in the red zone, more opportunities down the field, rather than a Matthew Golden on a Thursday night game. So I'm going Coleman, full PPR.
Yeah. I agree with you. God, I don't want to start Coleman, but yeah, I don't like Golden on Thursday night. Mayor Mayfield, I'm probably swinging. We're going to talk about Mayfield here in a minute, actually.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Baker in a matchup. That's one of our showdowns. Yeah. And if you're new to the show, we take 2 players that are questionable, like, oh, should I start him or him or him or him? And Baker Mayfield is one of our quarterbacks we're going to be debating against a very popular ad this week, Mr. Daniel Jones. So I'll just spoil that. Thoughts on Calvin Austin III? I like any receiver that Aaron Rodgers throws to. I've been telling y'all off season. Feels good to victory lap week 1, but I'm not going to do it too much.
Aaron Rodgers spreads that ball out in that offense. I mean, DK didn't even get a touchdown, but like Calvin Austin and can't even remember the other guy's name. He got one reception. Ben Skoranek or whatever his name. They both got touchdowns. So it's like DK didn't, but the other 2 did. So it's I'm not sure about who get to start in the Pittsburgh offense, unless it's Aaron Rodgers, and that's the only person. But yeah, let's get into our show. I would love to answer questions all day. And if you have these questions, you should definitely hit up our Discord, chat.fantasynowplus.com. You can get the link in the description. Join the Discord. We have a bunch of people there that are always active that will answer your questions as soon as you ask them. And then Sunday we have a start sit show as well before your lineups are locked in. So join us Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern. And I'll answer all the questions there all day until there are no more questions.
And once we go from a break from like the quarterback showdown, we'll go throughout and answer some of these questions rapid fire style. So let's get with the first showdown. I want to start quarterbacks. Last week we started tight ends. This week I need to get to the quarterbacks because full disclosure, Justin comes up with these matchups. He just sends me a list and says, we're talking about these players. So I'm very curious why you picked the best quarterback in football. People are going to say it's Josh Allen. I understand that. Baker's not up to their level, but Baker has thrown the most touchdown passes in the past 2 years. That's more than Josh Allen, Lamar, Mahomes. So basically, he's one of the best quarterbacks against Daniel Jones this week. I'm curious of why you think anyone should start Daniel Jones over Baker Mayfield this week, or do you have Baker?
Okay, so full transparency here. I didn't hear a single thing that you just said because my headphones are doing the whole dead thing. So I think you said you're starting Baker Mayfield, and then you asked me why anybody would start Daniel Jones, Mr. Indiana Jones. Mr. Indiana Jones finishes QB2 last week when we didn't expect it, but he also did play Miami. Now he's got the Denver Broncos. So what was that? What was that face for?
I had him highly ranked. I had him highly ranked, and I started him everywhere. I don't know why.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you kind of had to start him in the couple leagues that you do have him in. So, I can't start Daniel Jones this week. Denver Broncos, much harder defense. Yeah, they're still at home. That's fine. I actually have Daniel Jones ranked pretty highly this week. I think he will finish up there, but I'm just not comfortable starting him yet. Baker Mayfield is an absolute stud. He's got a mecca. Mike Evans didn't even get going last week, and he still finishes a top 10 quarterback last week. So I'm going to start Baker. I do have full transparency. I do have Baker ranked lower this week than Daniel Jones, but I feel more confident and more comfortable with Baker. But I think the ceiling for Daniel Jones might actually just be higher.
So Daniel Jones is playing Denver this week, and since the start of last season, only 5 quarterbacks have managed to score 17 or more points against Denver. It is a challenging defense. I don't know if Daniel Jones is good enough to actually do that against Denver. Yes, he did it against Miami. We've been telling you all offseason, start everyone against Miami because they don't have a secondary. They don't have a defense. Whenever they do have a defense, Jalen Phillips or Bradley, they get hurt. So start everyone against Miami. They're in shambles. This isn't a real football show, but if this was a real football show, I'd be telling you guys Miami's locked in the first pick. They're awful. So again, Denver's a much, much different team than Miami. Although his rushing upside does give you, I guess Baker has the same rushing upside. No, Daniel Jones
Jones scored 2 touchdowns in the red zone.
I know he did, but Baker could do that too. Don't discount Baker Mayfield.
He doesn't though. Daniel Jones is a running quarterback.
But Baker Mayfield is a passing quarterback that could also give you 36 to 40 yards on the ground if he so chooses to or needs to, which he has done. He doesn't want to do that. He's a thrower. He wants to gunsling it with the weapons of Emeka Mbuka and Big Mike Evans. He can do that. There's a lot of question marks around here. A lot of people very upset with the new offensive coordinator here. It was very, very predictable offense. They felt like it was stagnant. It was nothing like Liam Cohen's offense. It was nothing like it. So I am worried about Baker this year falling off, but I'm also not worried at the same time because of his elite weapons. This week particularly, I do want to start Baker Mayfield. I'm picking him easily. He's going to be a quarterback 1 this week against the Texans. I shouldn't say easily. Texans have a very good defense as well. But Baker has a track record where Daniel Jones is not. How many times have we seen week one last year, Isaiah Likely balled out, never heard from him again? Not saying Daniel Jones is going to do that because he's going to put up decent fantasy points week to week, but the inconsistency of him, I'm not into it, especially going against someone like Baker Mayfield, who's an MVP candidate, who I think the Buccaneers will go deep into the playoffs. So give me Baker Mayfield all day against the Houston Texans. And it's just mainly because of his consistency in his lifetime there in Miami. And because he's the only jersey I have. Right here. Baker.
I'm gonna be I'm changing course. I'm gonna be the one person on our team that picks Daniel Jones this week. I have him ranked higher. I have to stick by my rankings. I'm gonna pick Daniel Jones this week. And I'm gonna say he's not gonna do exactly what he did against Miami, but Denver also didn't do the best against Tennessee last week. That offense couldn't get going, which meant the defense had to play a lot more. And the Colts offense was firing on all cylinders. Tyler Warren is exactly who I said Tyler Warren was going to be since we started talking about rookie tight ends. So Michael Pittman Jr., finally a thing. Wide receiver 8 last week. I'm going to go Daniel Jones and call it a day.
And you bring up the rushing touchdowns, which are great. But the rushing touchdowns are great, but could we predict 2 touchdowns every single week? There ain't no way. So that, again, I'm not saying it's a fluke because, as you know, I drafted Daniel Jones as the top 24 player in one of our leagues. And as you know, I was hyped about it all off season. And I'm not that I want to give up on him, but against the Baker, no, thank you. We had Danny Dollars as fake on my show. Gonna revert back to Danny Penny's. Hey, he's not gonna go back to pennies. Danny Dollar Bills. I like it. Danny Dollars. I like it. He's gonna be good this year, guys. Stop hating on Danny.
Indiana Jones. Stop with the Danny Dimes and all that. It's Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones is one of the coolest characters of all time. Indiana Jones is top up there with Han Solo. Indiana Jones, like, you can't get better than Harrison Ford ever.
QB2.
So don't compare him. Don't compare him.
QB2. He's only behind Josh Allen.
Who was that guy from that show Holes? Right, Malcolm in the Middle. What's that show called? Shia LaBeouf. Right, yeah, Shia LaBeouf. Right, he did the Indiana Jones. That's that version of Indiana Jones, the version that nobody cared about or watched.
Well,
originals. Don't compare him to Harrison.
this guy actually lives in Indiana. So do we want to rapid fire some of these questions real quick?
Yeah. Knock some out.
For QB, keep going with Mayfield or put Murray in for this week. Go.
Baker's gonna bake.
Jamie drafted Fannin everywhere. Half point, PPR, Tet, DeVonta Adams, or Pollard. Start one.
Tet. Can we did you guys bury? Did you guys kill DeVonta Adams yesterday on the waivers?
Did not.
I would have.
We didn't. We didn't kill anybody yesterday. We didn't bury anybody. Someone offered me Derrick Henry and DeVonta Adams for CMC and DK. I was going to counter with CMC and Cup. When you make this deal,
Someone offered me Derrick Henry and DeVonta for CMC and DK.
I think DK will be fine. I think DK is going to be better than DeVonta Adams, but Derrick Henry or CMC, I like the Baltimore
I'm
Ravens
telling you
better.
I want Derrick Henry over CMC everywhere.
Yeah, I think you stay clear right there and just keep the course. Stranger Harold Fannin Jr.
Strange for now. I need to see more from Fannin. I need to see more from Fannin.
I don't want to get Isaiah Likely. I don't want to get Isaiah Likely with Harold Fannin. That's all I'm going to say.
I need to see a much clearer path. It's only been week 1, very small sample size. Give me more.
What do you guys do? Barkley for a 2 for 1. I have Bucky, and that's it.
So yeah, of course, I would always. I say of course because if you need
Barkley.
it. But here's the thing: Barkley 2 for 1 needs to be. I need a starter that's not just a starter. Don't give me some T. Higgins BS. I need a superstar. Like if they're down on Gibbs, right? Yeah. I saw Gibbs for Saquon went down in a league of mine just because Gibbs didn't look as good. So if you can get a Gibbs, if they're down on Gibbs or if they're down on one of these Genty maybe, I would try to get one of those guys back in return. Don't sell for 2 mid players. No. Saquon's way more valuable than that. No.
Who do I start in flex? ETN, Hollywood, or JMO PPR? I would go Hollywood.
ETN versus Cincinnati, Hollywood versus Philadelphia.
Hollywood's the only receiver.
You know what? I'm gonna be ballsy. Don't take this with a grain of salt. Travis Etienne, man. He had a down year last year, but 2 years before that, he was pretty decent. They just moved on from Tank Bigsby, which people are really hyped. Oh, get Tootin. Yeah, get Tootin. Sure. But Travis, that just shows me more about Travis Etienne, how they feel about him and how they felt about Tank Bigsby. And can you believe the over-under, which we're not talking about our partners right now, our over-under in Vegas for Tank Bigsby rushing yards was 65.5. He got 0. So, woo, Tank Bigsby lovers. I feel bad for you guys. What else we got? So anyway, ETN versus Cincinnati. That's who I'm going with. I just traded Barkley and Hawkinson for Justin Jefferson to McBride. Okay. All right, Cap.
Okay. You want to go to the next position here?
Yeah, let's go to the next
position. Figure out my
That's awesome
headphone issues.
Give me McBride and JJ all day. Holy crap. We got Kenneth Walker coming up next, Brad. So you tuned in the perfect time. We're going to go to the running back position. We have a running back that surprised a lot of people. I don't know why. And then we have Kenneth Walker, who also surprised people in a bad way. So we have Javonte Williams this week versus Kenneth Walker III. Where did our little things go? Our little psh, did you not make him this week?
I didn't make him this week. I didn't have him last week either.
Yeah, you did. But that's okay. So Javonte Williams came off yeah, you did. You had those little things. You're like, does this look good? And I'm like, yeah, it looks good. Those little yellow things. Anyway,
whoops.
Javonte Williams is the only show in town in Dallas when it comes to the running back position. Blue was inactive. Miles Sanders is literally a trash bag. Miles Sanders is literally a trash bag. So when it comes to the Dallas offense, Javonte Williams is the dog. He's someone I'm really into. He's a prime sell high right now. People want to sell after this. I'm the opposite. I'm trying to buy as for cheap as possible. Yes, he only averaged 3.6 yards per carry. It sucks, but his touchdown value is pretty good. Who else is getting the ball at the goal line? I don't see anyone else taking that position from Javonte Williams. I wish I tailed this. Dirtbag Dave bet, not live bet. He did it before the game that Javonte Williams will score a touchdown and Saquon. and he parlayed it and he won. And I was like, dude, Javonte, like, you think he's gonna score? Things will be fine. He'll get you 65 yards, left 17 carries. He's like, dude, it's money. Who else do they have? He was right. Like, we should follow Dirtbag Dave. So now I'm gonna follow Dirtbag Dave and say Javonte Williams is going to be the guy that I want to roster in this offense, especially over someone like Kenneth Walker, who's sharing the workload with Zach Charbonnet, and that's gross. It's pretty much almost 50-50 at this point, which would you start anyone in a timeshare over someone who's taking all the work, especially at the position of the running back? I'm taking the guy who's taking all of the work, period. No doubt about it. So that's why I'm kind of out on Kenneth Walker right now because A, he's not a superstar. B, he's sharing with Zach Charbonnet, who's not even close to it being a star. And C, I have no high interest in that offense because it's kind of sluggish and boring, and Sam Donald is just not it. I'll say you.
I don't hate any of those reasons. Kenneth Walker, that the Seahawks offense just hasn't gotten going yet, and that's a little bit of a concern. I just outside of JSN, like who's really working on that offense? Javonte Williams, this season has already proven to be the season where Justin eats all of his words about players. Daniel Jones, Javonte Williams. Now I'm going to go with Javonte Williams also because, like you said, he is the workhorse in Dallas. There is no other guy. Jadon Blue, who cares? Miles Sanders, who cares? I don't even know any of the other running backs because the only one that does matter is Javonte Williams. Except for Miles Sanders fumbled the ball like in the red zone.
I'll say this about Miles Sanders. I liked Miles Sanders back in the day. I'm not getting fooled again, buddy. I'm not, Jamie, I love you. I'm not getting fooled again by Miles Sanders. It ain't happening. And if it does, if it does happen, I'll eat my words here on this show. But I don't think Miles Sanders is going to be relevant for anyone anytime soon. And I could be 1000% wrong. It's just been there, done that, bought the t-shirt, sold the t-shirt, actually gave it away. They didn't even want it. They gave it back and I threw it in the trash. Like, that's literally Miles Sanders. But Javonte Williams, we could say the same thing, but at least he's competent. He's not fumbling the balls. They trust him in pass pro. I like Javonte Williams, especially for this week. But man, are we worried that Dak and CD are just going to throw the ball 1,000 times and they're going to prove that CD can catch a football? Like, they're still talking about all those drops today, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. They should have won that football game. Not because I had money on it, not because I had a bunch of stuff on the line regarding CD Lamb, but they should have won that football game. And CD Lamb literally dropped the ball multiple times. And I like him. Garrett. Oh, Elwood. Elwood has an interesting question in the chat. Garrett, I'm assuming Garrett Wilson or Mbuka or T-Mac at flex. I'm assuming that is Garrett Wilson. And I was down on Garrett Wilson all offseason because of Bustin Fields. But now I saw one game in Bustin. No, he's still busting. He ain't gonna get my respect until he beat my ass. But I will say this: he got Garrett Wilson the ball multiple times, and I was worried about that, which I shouldn't have been. He got DJ Moore the ball. Why didn't I think he can get Garrett Wilson the ball? I'm starting Garrett Wilson. He's still a superstar. I love Emeka Mbuka. Don't get me wrong. But when you're taking superstar versus rookie, I'm going superstar. And when you're talking superstar, I'm talking top 3 in targets since he's entered the league. He's a superstar, and people need to start treating him like one.
Emeka's already a superstar.
Oh, he is. I love Emeka.
No, I would start Garrett Wilson also. Just for everything you just said. I think that offense is actually doing pretty well. They got to go up against Buffalo, which means they're going to have to move that ball a lot and score a lot. So I feel confident that the Jets are going to have to be moving that ball pretty often. And Buffalo already showed that their defense, their secondary can't really hold Keon Coleman down. So I feel confident that Garrett Wilson could get going. Emeka's got Houston on Monday night. I have a feeling that's going to be a low scoring game. Houston's not that great this year. Like, they're just not. So I would start Garrett Wilson.
Dun, 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 dun. Is there any other questions in the chat we could fire off real quick?
Upskills doesn't know about this channel. That's all I'm gonna say. We take two like borderline not great people. We're not debating Lamar Jackson versus Jalen Hurts. Like that's what boring shows do. Just gonna say that. Knicks or Fields? I'm going Justin Fields.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Bustin. I think I'm gonna go Bustin. Yeah, upside for the rushing. It's unreal.
All right. Next
unreal.
next position.
Yeah, go for it. I've been starting off both times.
Well, that's because I couldn't hear both times until just now. So that's helpful to me. Let's go with the tight end position. I know this position is so amazing. And this week we've got Travis Kelce or Hunter Henry on the docket here. Ooh, you would okay, Travis Kelce against the Philadelphia Eagles at 4 p.m. Or Hunter Henry in the New England Patriots against Miami in Miami. Okay. We just saw what a rookie tight end could do against the Miami defense. Travis Kelce and the Chiefs have to go up against a tough Eagles defense who they just stomped them in the Super Bowl. I think they know Travis Kelce's number. Clearly, it's 87. But Travis Kelce hasn't been going. I mean, 2 for 4. I mean, he had 4 targets, 2 receptions, a touchdown. That's the only reason why he got the points that he did was because of a touchdown. That's not good. Even with all of the wide receivers gone, you have Hollywood Brown, Travis Kelce, and Kelce still can't get the ball going. Like, there's some concerns there. He's having a slow start again. I'm going Hunter Henry here. I'm just against Miami. Like, I don't trust Travis Kelce until it's kind of like Mark Andrews. I don't trust him until I see it again.
Break glass in case of emergency. Saying it 2 years now, I feel like. Travis Kelce is literally in case of emergency. And when Hollywood Brown is out there catching 10 balls for 99 yards, doing what Kelce would do, why risk Kelce in week 2 or week 1? I feel like, I don't know if they are, I don't understand it. I completely don't get it. And that's fine. Kelce can go score a touchdown and save your day. But there was a play earlier where they run this play all the time, where Travis Kelce is set up with a screen on the middle of the field, like not on the outside, not to the right, just literally like, boom, Mahomes usually shovels it to him. He's in the middle. There's blocking. He's gone for about 15 yards or whatever it may be. He wasn't there. He wasn't where he was supposed to be. And that was on Kelce. And it's like, what's going on? I don't want to be the guy who's like, oh, is he just obsessed with the fame now and this and that and blah, 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 blah. I legitimately had at Whiskey Hennessy, whatever the heck the place is called, on the strip, a table next to me with a ton of Kansas City Chiefs jerseys during this game. And they were idiots, as in they didn't even know who one player was. They were Swifties. And they're like, oh, where's Kelce, right? Like, oh, this and that. And like, they were just rooting for the game. And they were just wondering the whole time, where is he at? Where is he at? He never was there. And it's like, is he just too worried about, I don't want to say it, but is he not putting the work in? What's going on? I can't figure it out. And where the hell did Hollywood Brown come from? And as long as he's catching the balls, they don't really need to throw it around to anyone else. They need to, but I guess he's not. I don't want Travis Kelce this year. 2 catches? That's what you're going to give me? 2 catches in prime time? It's unreal. So that being said, Hunter Henry ran a route on every single play. It seemed like Hunter Henry was targeted in the red zone. Hunter Henry is there for Drake May. He is a safety net, whereas Patrick Mahomes doesn't need the safety net anymore. Hunter Henry is someone who's ugly, and you don't want to start him. But against Miami with Drake May in this offense, I'm going Hunter Henry over Travis Kelce, and that sucks. Like, that sucks to hear. Thank goodness I didn't draft Kelce or Henry anywhere, so I don't really have this decision to make, but I know some of you do. And it's hard to sit a stud. It is hard to sit a stud. But when it comes down to it, Henry can get 9 targets again. Henry can score a touchdown because he is getting the red zone targets. Whereas Kelce, He's no longer instant start. They all reach it. They all reach it. Aaron Rodgers reached it. Tom Brady at one point reached it. Then he revived himself in Tampa Bay. Everybody reaches this moment. DeAndre Hopkins. Are we starting Hopkins still? He scored a touchdown. Are we talking Hopkins this week? A phenomenal touchdown. One-handed. And I even said, oh, Hopkins still plays football? Are we starting him? He's got a name. No, we're not. So why are we having this conversation? He's not Travis Kelce anymore. He's Travis Kelce.
He hasn't been Travis Kelce in a while. Just gonna say that.
He was Travis Kelce at the end of the season last year. He was Travis Kelce at the end of the season last year.
He saved his season.
And I expected to do that. I expect him to do that again. I really do.
All right.
I want more volume for my tight ends.
Yeah, I agree with you. Do you want to rapid fire some more questions here?
We got 1,000 of them. Sure.
Yeah, we do. We're not going to get to all of these guys. I'm just going to say it from the start. We're not going to be able to get to every single comment because there are a million of them. But be sure to join.
I want to say thank you to everybody watching right now and that understands the program and that is dropping on a question. That doesn't mean we won't go back to our YouTube channel comments and answer them written words. But I'm telling you guys, our Discord, we're there all the time, like 24 hours a day. 3 a.m. Got a question? Shoot me a message. So Discord, join that. It's in the description down below because that gives you access to all of us at all of us.
And it's free. And we'll give you all the advice. You can ask a million questions. We'll answer all of them. So rapid fire in some of these. We're gonna go back up to need one for the flex. Travis Hunter, Calvin Ridley, or Keon Coleman. Josh.
Coleman for every reason that I said earlier because of the better offense, highly targeted player.
Yep.
Travis Hunter, not sure what he's going to do. Calvin Ridley, man.
Calvin Ridley is exactly why I've said he's been for 3 years now. Who would you rather start, Emeka or Tet? I'm going to go with Emeka in the flex.
Emeka. He's a stud.
He also has Mike Evans too. I still stay with Emeka.
Emeka. He's a stud.
Got to trade one unless you want to stack two others. That's I think a response to Emeka and Mike Evans. Tyler Warren or TJ Hawkinson? Tyler Warren.
Warren.
Kyle,
I'm just listen. I am not against Hawkinson at all, but I'm really worried that for 75% of that Vikings game, the offense didn't exist, and I'm worried. I'm worried.
Right. Kyle Pitts or TJ Hawkinson? Kyle Pitts.
Man, is Pitts back? Is Pitts back, baby?
Pitts might be back, man. Let's go, Kyle Pitts. Okay, drop Jadon Blue for Quentin Johnson, Tillman, Giddens, or Braylon Allen. I would keep Giddens because Jonathan Taylor is a little iffy right now with an injury. And when he's out, Giddens is getting 100% of the workload. I would keep Giddens, but I would drop Jadon Blue.
No, he wants to know four.
Oh, he wants one of those guys. If you can get Quentin Johnston, maybe go with him. Giddens you can get for free. Oh wait, we're not talking about Fab here. Quentin, I guess.
I'm taking Braylon Allen. I'm taking Braylon Allen. Okay. He's got the biggest upside to pop. He's already scoring touchdowns. Yes, I would go Braylon Allen. So it's a little split there. I apologize for that, but one of those two players.
Cap, we see Fields do it all the time. It's not like this is the first time in his career he's ever had a really good game. He played actually against a really tough Steelers defense and still put up 32 points. So I'm not worried about that. Awesome. James, the tight end from New Orleans. Juwan Johnson.
Yeah. We talked about him on Monday.
Tight end one. Yeah,
we talked about him on Monday. Too. Cold Brews. This is a perfect This is a perfect situation where Spencer Rattler doesn't really have anything besides Chris Olave. Where you need, and Juwan Johnson's a big body. I think he's going to rely on Juwan Johnson a lot this year, and it pains me to say that he's going to be relevant this year for fantasy.
Travis Hunter or we just removed the good player out of this. I'm going Hunter. The Travis Hunter, Calvin Ridley until he figures out how to play.
He didn't play as many defensive snaps as we all thought. Travis Hunter is going to catch 100 balls this year.
Yeah. Radler or Darnold. Jamie, buddy,
jump off a bridge. Jump as far as you can.
Find anyone else. I think you're just trolling with us.
Yeah, Darnold. Unfortunately.
This is from Twitch. Pollard or Javonte Williams this week? I'm going Javonte. Pollard
Javonte.
really F the bed last week. Contest my should I trade Fields and Ridley for Hunter and Mason? My quarterback is Lamar.
Jordan Mason.
Probably
Mason.
Jordan
Is there
Mason.
quarterback?
I would go with Hunter and Mason. If Lamar's your quarterback and you really do not need Fields, sell him while he's high.
Yeah,
But I
I'm
kind of like
in for
having
that.
Fields, but I don't like Ridley. So, but with Lamar, you don't need another quarterback. Okay. Check out DraftKings contest in week 2 in the description below. Okay, start Hawkinson or Hunter Henry.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Did
go
you pick Hunter
Hunter.
Henry, by the way? You picked Hunter, right?
I did.
Not Travis Kelce.
I did.
Okay, just want to make sure. Okay, I am forced to put on Kittle for Warren. All right.
Yes, if you want, yes, you're forced to put Kittle on IR because he's injured. Tyler Warren is a magnificent, replacement.
Accurate.
And let's go this last one, and then we'll go to our receiver showdown. I want to go Henderson or Harvey. Elwood asked. Man, RJ Harvey got ran down by a linebacker, bro. But Henderson only got like a handful of carries. I'm worried about that big time, actually. Both of these players underwhelmed week 1, I believe. I'm not Harvey. I think he overwhelmed me. Henderson definitely underwhelmed me. I want to see more from Henderson. I like the 6 catches. I want to see that go up. I want to see his rushing attempts go up. I'm not trusting RJ Harvey, who gets ran down by a slow linebacker ever again. Henderson's my guy, especially against Miami.
I know you said one more. Henry, St. Brown, and McBride for Daniels, Hawkinson, and James Conner. I want the Henry, St. Brown, and McBride side.
Oh yeah,
I'm just gonna throw that one out there.
I think that
yes, hit the like button, guys. Wide receivers. Our wide receivers showdown.
Let's go.
We good? Okay. Eagles wide receiver DeVonta Smith or wide receiver 1 Zay Flowers.
Why are we doing this? Someone like that one mean guy at the top who doesn't understand the concept of the show, he's gonna be like, I tuned in and I saw them talking about like DeVonta Smith or like Zay Flowers. Don't they know that like Zay Flowers is the best receiver of all time? Don't they know that already? Like, why are we talking about it?
He's got an easy matchup against Cleveland.
Easy.
Man, I don't like this.
So on the flight, I may have had a couple drinks in me. I don't know. You tell me. I did trade DeVonta Smith and Mario Hampton. I packaged both those players. And I got back in return Roma Dunze. And I couldn't remember the other player because I don't remember where I was. And I got clowned for it. And I said, guys, I don't care. I don't want to roster DeVonta Smith. I don't want to roster like the 3rd or 4th option on this Eagles team. I'm sorry. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm out on DeVonta Smith. Yes, he's going to have pop games. Yes, he's going to have 6 for 122 and a touchdown. Yes, he's going to have these games. I'm not against DeVonta Smith. I just didn't want to do it anymore. Zay Flowers, on the other hand, he's not the 5th option. He's not the 4th option. He's pretty much the 1st option besides Derrick Henry when it comes to the running game. Zay Flowers, was it a fluke? Yeah, that was a high scoring game. It was a wild game. It was a crazy game. When you're going against Buffalo, expect a huge over. But they're going against Cleveland, and I understand why you did it. Wait, Zay's going against Cleveland. And you're probably worried because T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, and Joe Burrow did squat diddly. Well, if you know Zach Taylor and his, I guess you would say his reputation is, well, it's not even reputation. It's just a stat that's real life. He has never covered week 1. Week 1, they've always struggled. The Bengals cannot get anything going week 1 ever. I fully expected this. Yes, did I have Burrow as my wide quarterback 1 this week? Yes, I did. Did I have Judy up there as a highly? Yes, I did. This game was a flop. I don't expect Cleveland to be a shutdown team all year. There's no way. That was more of the Bengals being bad as usual at week 1, more than Cleveland being good on defense. They're going to have troubles chasing down Lamar Jackson and Zay Flowers finding the open spot. It's going to happen. He participated in about 90% of the snaps on offense, which is great. You want to see that. You don't really see, even if DeVonta Smith's out there, you don't really see him get targeted a bunch. They can win games without him, period. Can they win games without Zay Flowers? I don't think so. I really don't think so. He is their guy. Mark Andrews, disappointing week. DeAndre Hopkins good for maybe 1 or 2 plays a game. Other than that, Justin, who else do they have? Someone explain it. Someone tell me. Is Rashad Bateman still there, or is he buried? Pretty much buried at this point. So what else do you have other than Zay Flowers and Lamar Jackson? 40%, 47% of the targets last week. That's wild. It's not going to happen. It's unsustainable, right? But we can go down to 25, 30%. I don't know. We said this about Malik Neighbors last year. At least I did. I was like, there's no way Malik Neighbors is going to get 1 million targets. Well, he did. I'm not saying that Zay Flowers is Malik Neighbors, but I'm saying it's very similar path. Whereas DeVonta Smith could easily he's a bridesmaid in the background. Where's he at? No one knows. So I'm not trusting DeVonta Smith at all, period.
I agree with you. I'm going Zay Flowers here also. This is a matchup for me. Yes, Zay Flowers did great last week. He finished as wide receiver 1. He had like 29 points or 28 points. He's not going to score that many points. I'm just going to tell you that. He's not going to repeat that again. But he could get you 17, 18, 19, 20 points. And that's a wide receiver 1 on your team. I don't think this is a like you said, this is not a sustainable thing throughout the entire season, but this is something that is going to be good this week against Cleveland. I don't think Cleveland's got that team that is going to be able to shut Zay Flowers down. DeVonta Smith has to go up against a tough Chiefs defense on the road. That's always going to be tough in not a prime time, but basically a prime time game at 4:05. So it's and he couldn't even get anything going against Dallas last week. So I don't trust him yet.
That was more of the gameplay and the script. I'm curious to see if they put it on Philadelphia early. I'm not saying they will, but I'm just curious if they will and see how they adjust, because you're right, Justin. KC does have a stout defense, and I do like that defense. But I want to say this. Well, Quentin Johnson did this, and Justin Herbert, I'm sorry, is a better NFL quarterback than Jalen Hurts. He is. He just is. He's got the poise. He reminds me of like a Dan Marino mixed with freaking Joe Montana. I don't know who else, but I love Justin Herbert. I'm like the biggest Justin Herbert fan ever. I wish Miami drafted him over Tua, 1,000%. But again, that was Justin Herbert week 1 in Brazil. It was an electric atmosphere. This is just week 2. I think we're going to see a lot of Saquon and a lot of AJ Brown. Maybe they feed him because he's probably yapping, probably pissed off about his 1 catch. I wish he got 0 catches, by the way. Someone on my fantasy league put $100 in like the halftime that he would catch 0 balls. And AJ Brown caught like 1 ball the last quarter. What a disaster.
That sucks for him. Oh boy.
But yeah, we had a lot of people watching today, and I really appreciate you guys. Even the people that were not happy with our content today, appreciate you guys tuning in. That means that we are in the algorithm. That means we're getting to people. If you like our show, we want to be in front of more people. So do us a favor, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, because the like button gets us out to more people. Our subscriber count has reached an all-time high, of course. This week alone, I think we added like 150 of you guys. So I appreciate you guys. The whole time I was in Las Vegas, I'm getting texts from Justin. Got 50 more subscribers today. We got 20 more. Like, holy crap. So I just have to go out of town and leave the show for us to get subs. I'm in. I
think it's what happened last year too. Pretty sure that's what happened last year too.
I'm in.
No, this is doing great.
So make sure you follow us everywhere. Blue Sky, fantasynowplus.com, where our rankings articles will be up. We are running a DraftKings contest every single week. That is in the description below. Make sure you sign up with our underdog code. Play 5, get 50. Use the code FN Plus. That's been fun over there. Man, I'm all out of plugs. Finstock Sports Network. Thank you, Bobby. I'll be on the Finstock Sports Network on Saturday. If you're a wrestling fan, we'll be talking about professional wrestling. So I can't wait to get down with the boss man over there, Bobby Melendez. Great people at Finstock Sports Network. So go ahead and sub over there. Justin, I'm running out of air. You have anything else to say?
No, just join that Discord, guys. I'm telling you, I'm sorry we can't get to all of your questions today, but Discord is the chat.fantasynowplus.com. The link should be in the bio
Adam.
or in the description of this. So
Adam got offered Nico Collins and Judkins for Bill and Calvin Ridley. I got offered Nico Collins, and I want Nico.
I would take Nico and keep.
I want Nico.
I don't like anything in that trade, to be honest with you, but I guess take Nico while his value is very low.
Nico will never be lower.
More than he never will be lower, unless he has a bad week this week. But yeah, I would buy.
Do not hit the dislike button. Most of my shorts get the dislike buttons. Don't dislike us. Justin's here. The boss is here. Do it on my show. It's not his. But we're going to get out of here, guys. We'll be back. Are we live tonight? 8 p.m.?
8 p.m. Eastern tonight. And then we'll have a podcast, I believe, going out tomorrow morning for DFS. Friday, we have our IDP show with Josh and Pudge at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Saturday, we have a Dynasty show at 4 p.m. Eastern. And then Sunday is a cooking and start-sit show. Yes, I'm making wings this week. So that'll be fun. So catch me and Pudge on a Sunday at 11 a.m. right before all the games.
Right on. And then catch me back Monday
Answer
morning.
My question real quick. Pacheco is split 50-50, so I'd have that's not the question. Tough call. Johnson or Golden. Sorry, Kyle. I'm gonna go Johnson. I hate Thursday night players. So
Johnston.
I'm just gonna leave this comment up there for the rest of the show.
Justin is cool. And guys, if we didn't get to you, I apologize. We will be going through these comments and answering everything. 1000% promise you. Join our Discord. Last plug of the day. Be good, guys. See you guys tonight, 8 p.m. Later.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to like and subscribe wherever you watch or listen to podcasts. We'll be back next week for more ways to win your league.